AutoCAD 2011 has a new tool available to you for navigation. Now it may be that you want to stay in the Home tab here so that you've got your Draw, Modify, Layers and Annotation panels to work in your drawing. So what you can do is you can utilize your navigation bar here. You'll notice you've got Pan, so if I click on Pan there on the navigation bar, it's the same as clicking on Pan on the Navigate panel on the ribbon. I can pan around the drawing and then I right click and I exit my pan mode. You'll notice I've also got all the zoom commands on a flyout here. If I click there, you'll see they all kick in on a flyout. So I can do a zoom extents, for example, very quickly and very effectively straight off of the navigation bar. If I want to do a zoom all to zoom to my limits, I can do that as well. If I want to do something like an orbit, for example, if I click on orbit there, I've got orbit, free orbit and continuous orbit. So if I click on orbit there like so, and then click and hold on the left-hand mouse button, I can orbit in my drawing. I'll right click there and exit my orbit. I go back here now to the view cube like so, and rotate that, click on the arrow there, and that takes me back so that north's at the top. There are other features available on the navigation bar. These are primarily for 3D drafting, but I've got a couple of 3D objects in here. So let's have a look at the top one here. This is your full navigation wheel. Now if I click on the flyout, I can select which wheel I want to use. I'm going to go for a full navigation wheel, and as I drag, look, can you see the wheel follows me around the screen? So I can just hover on orbit or zoom, rewind, walk, up, down or pan. If I click on pan and hold, can you see I'm using the pan tool on that steering wheel like so. Release the left hand mouse button and the steering wheel comes back. I can rewind that as well, step by step. Can you see that? Every click it rewinds. Notice, look, it's rewound that view there on the view cube. Now what I can do as well is I can zoom. So if I move up to zoom on the steering wheel and left click and hold, I can actually zoom and pan. Can you see that? Go back to zoom, I have to hold and pivot. Can you see that? So it's holding down that left hand mouse button all the time while you've got the steering wheel open. Orbit, click and hold, and I can orbit as I work, but I have to hold down that left hand mouse button. So these are all tools available to me. I'll just close that steering wheel, and what I'll do, I'll go back to the top view there on the view cube. And as you can see, all of those tools are available on the navigation bar on the right hand side of the screen here. So I don't actually need to keep going to the view tab and going to the navigate panel all the time. I can work in whichever tab I need to be in. It doesn't matter. I've got the navigation bar over here on the right. I've also got the view cube as well, which is more of a 3D drafting tool. But if I wanted an isometric view, I could quickly look at an isometric view of my 3D objects there and go to the top view. Job done. Very quick, very easy, very effective. Again, getting you to work smarter and quicker in AutoCAD 2011 using your navigation bar.